Okay, everybody, so this is an update to the review I did on the Logitech G910 keyboard. So it's amazing what happens when you read the instructions. So there's a lot of stuff I wasn't knowledgeable about and I screwed up on. Alright, so I'm going to fix those. First off, the docking release on the bottom. It's not to let the keyboard detach from the base. That's not what it's for. What it's for is to allow you to set up your phone, like this right here. So as you can see, it's all set up, sitting pretty. So if you only have one monitor, or you just want to watch your stream, or whatever you want to use it for, there's talk on there. You can link it to your computer to see if it's running hot, what it's doing. I would like that because if I only have one monitor, you can use it to check out your stream and your chat. So the buttons over here that I said, oh, this is for a joystick. Really, where's the joystick go? What that's for is to turn off certain keys while you're playing. It's called a gamer button. Other than that, those are the two things on this that I messed up on. Now, there's another thing here, and I'll show you all real quick, is the Logitech G Hub. Now, I highly recommend this if you have any Logitech stuff, because Logitech hardware, because it will sync it up to your computer. It recognizes it, and you can go in and customize it. So, you got default settings, so 7 days to die, scum. So let's say I'm playing World of Warcraft and I only want certain buttons highlighted. So I can see here, so I want WSD Shift 1, 2, 3 for main spells and spacebar for jumping. Well, let's say for scum, because for scum, well, that's, you know what, I want those red. So for scum, we're going to do this. Scum tab is the, there we go. So tab and E. So let's get the rest of that back to blue. There we go. And I don't need 1, 2, 3 for scum, but I do need, get this back down there. 1 and 2 for the guns, and G for throwing stuff. So you can customize this for different things, different ways you want. It's really, really nice. But you can do the logo, just the logo of different color. So I'm a big fan of blue. If my daughter had this, she would make the entire keyboard purple. Like that. Because that's just who she is. But this is fully customizable, really, really nice. You can do animations. So I can say lightning, and you'll see here, it'll flash like that. Now, everything happening on this virtual keyboard is happening on my keyboard, which I think is really neat. I don't really have a use for the lightning. Red, white, and blue is kind of neat. You can have the cycle random, reverse cycle, bouncing. There you go. So it's fully customizable on what you want and what you don't want. So you can do assignments for your macros, which are your keys we discussed before, right here. And you can actually set up your macros in this, which I think is kind of nice. But here we go. Right there's your macro keys. I don't have any macros set up. I don't need macros. But here's that game mode I was talking about. So here's your keys that are bound by default. But let's say I don't want the tab key to work. So I don't accidentally tab, control and tab, I don't want those in case I accidentally somehow tab out of the game. There, now those will not work while gaming mode's on. I think that's pretty cool. And one thing you're able to do as well is you can sync up. Like I want these two synced, but not with that. So now what I can do is I can go in here and I can change the color. So I can make this red. Well, since this is red and this is synced with the mouse, now the mouse and the keyboard and it'll have the same mouse pad will both have the same color. If that's what you want, it's, or I can just absolutely, as you see there, I just turn it off. No big deal. So, a lot of different stuff to do on there. You can set up the room with your audio like you do with a sound system on a car. See, pulse with the bass, audio boost, whatnot. So it'll go with your audio. So if you're doing music streams and stuff like that, I'd recommend having this for your entire keyboard and everything. If your setup's set up to where people can see your stuff, having it go with the bass might be pretty cool. For me, it's not really my thing. So we'll put that back on as default. Thank you. And there we go. And fixed. Done. Okay. And then here you go is the battery power by mouse. Blah, blah, blah. I hate saying blah, blah, blah because it makes it sound like I'm not interested. But I am. So we'll put that back to fixed. But yeah, you can set the keys on this how you want. See assignments. So I can set this up any way I want. So if I don't want this to be the primary, let's say that I want the primary to be on as a secondary. You can set up, everything how you want it. So if you want this to be your secondary and this to be your primary, you can do that. Downloading the mod is definitely worth it. Because it'll allow you to do a lot more with your Logitech gear overall. So, like I said, this was a review video to fix some errors from the last video I uploaded talking about all my new tech gear. I didn't read the instructions. I went by what I was told at the store, what it does and didn't do, instead of just reading and researching for myself, which I always encourage to do. Never take anybody's word for it. Don't not take their word for it, but always do your own research. So with that said, this is the update, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.